market was these past couple days and the past couple weeks. So as you see, you can go back to the videos. I made all these videos about how, the market looks like it's coming to a head, right? And I don't mean that literally like, oh, it's at the top, it'll never be back up here. I mean, but at the same time, I don't always look at penny stocks and other stocks the same way as the SPY, but I mean, you have to. That's the overall market, right? If we go back and look at it on the chart, there was ones that stood out even when the overall market was bad. But at the same time, when the market was bad, the market was bearish, right? And as it's been on this steady uptrend, I mean, we can go back last year. I remember I was in DC. I wish I had some pictures and video from that hotel, whatever. That was when, like, at that point, I was trading morning to, open to close most of the time, right? But I remember trading NKGN, right? And then that just popped up like maybe last week or two, and I smacked it again. But I say that to say, like, there was so many quality setups, right? So many. And to me, from then on, the market's been hot this whole year. Like, and I don't mean 2025, I mean back in 2024, right? All the way leading up to that. So yeah, there was maybe a stretch of a week where it was a little cold, but it still was in just an amazing bull market, right? More than I've ever seen since I've been trading, honestly, right? But right now, and what could maybe be to come as the market, slumps down, you're going to see these setups that they look okay. Right now, to me, it's a bad indicator. It's already ate something. There's no volume. So what are we trading, right? We started to play checkers again. So, and, I'll rather sit here and make this video, play chess on the phone. I don't have video games, but if I was a gamer, I would be gaming right now, right? Just to give you the picture. If you had a job, go to the job. There was a guy, he said, yeah, sometimes it's better to just spend money, right? And I agree with that. I think I said that in another video. Like, he was like, if you see you're going to be in trouble, if you see the market's bad, why don't you just go spend the money? Because you're going to lose anyway. So before you lose 3K, go spend 3K. You bring it back, your girl something nice with 3K, she going to like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's 500, before you lose the 500, go spend it, right? So anyway, yeah, I guess that's the main point I'm making in this video, is the fact that there's a lot of times where if you want to, you'll see setups all day. Back in like, let me think, 2020. So 2021, 2022, I recall, I believe like more or less 2022, you would see a lot of days like this, especially in the summertime, right? I would see stocks and I'm like, I mean, it looked good, especially trading the price action. To me, it looked like, okay, I could trade this, but they were always trash. They were always, C setups at best. Whereas though now, in my mind, I have to go for the A+ setups, right? Not only just because I want to make money, but because just logically it makes more sense, right? So, you'll see people, I see them, guys that do parlays, right? Or they do sports books, sports betting, whatever you want to call it, right? Some maybe are more educated than others. Some is just gambling, right? Whatever we want to say. But if you look at a sports betting parlay, right? And you got to make 8 things right out of 8 to get paid. I don't care if, oh, you put $10, you can make 20,000, oh, blah, 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 blah. You have to make 8, 10, 20 things, however many legs it is, right, in order to get paid at all. You see what I'm saying? So for me, the problem with that then becomes, okay, well, what about just one game? What about just 1 or 2? Now, to me, you might have 1, 2, 3 good options on that parlay, but the other half is just BS. They're just, you're just filling in the ticket. You see what I'm saying? So you really think you're going to win that consistently? So let's break that with trading, right? Boom, you see 1 or 2 A+ setups. Perfect. Golden State Warriors back in 2016, they're blowing teams out by 30. You see what I'm saying? So you get 2 good setups. Now you don't see them good setups. You don't see this. Now you just start taking anything, right? Now you just start throwing darts at the wall, seeing what sticks. But before, with all that wrapped up, what you'll end up doing is, even if you make money on 1 or 2 of them, you'll lose it on the other ones, right? If you're lucky, you might lose most of them. You see what I'm saying? And not just because none of the stocks are going to go up, or if you're short and none of them are going to go down, but what you're doing is winging it. You see what I'm saying? In my opinion, you're literally just winging it. Now, you're not completely wrong, right? Unless you're just on tilt and you're just emotionally out of here. You're just doing anything. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying, like, you'll see a C setup, but then say, oh, well, blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this could. Oh, this. When you see an A+ setup, you pretty much can guarantee it's going to, not guarantee, that's a strong word, but you can see clearly how this could work. So whereas though when you start scrambling, it's 10, 11 o'clock, the market's getting a little wild. Now you're just throwing darts, whatever sticks. And like I said, my main problem with that is it's never going to work long term, right? It might work one day. It might work one trade, but it's not going to work long time. And I could go through, I could go through days when I did that. You know what I mean? What was the stock? I forget the one stock. It started with an S. And I remember, like, I'm down, maybe like 5, maybe 6K, something like that. Boom. I see the stock. Now I know I'm at my max loss for the day. You see what I'm saying? This was years ago, right? Market wasn't good. But at that time I was trading with a lot of money, right? Way more than I'm trading with right now. And at the end of the day, I was just more emotional, right? Not as a person, but as a trader. You see what I'm saying? Because if you don't have that in check, in my opinion, you can't trade. You can't, because it's going to be like this. So I'll give you that day. So I'm down 5, 6K. Boom. I see the stock breaking out. Heart beating. I'm like, do I want to go down 8, 9, 10K? I don't. But for some reason, I feel like I don't even really remember how or can recall me hitting the buy button, but I promise you, I hit the buy button. Boom, $10,000 in that stock. Boom, the stock starts to drop. I'm like, yo, I'm now at this point, I don't remember if I watched the P&L, if I could even stomach it, to be all the way real. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm like, oh, this is about to be a bad day, you know? So boom, stock starts breaking out. Hold it. I see it start to rise. Now, mind you, I'm in with a bigger position than I should be. I'm already down more than I want to be on the day. You see? Boom, the stock does break out though. It halts up. Boom. I look at the P&L now. I mean, I can't really recall exact numbers, but I'm way down. I'm down a lot less money. You see what I'm saying? So I'm climbing out of that loss. In my mind, sell it, making money. I hold it. Boom, it opens up, goes back up. I get out, break even, right? So cool. So mind you, let me recall, I'm down 5, 6K, whatever it is, a lot of money. I go in a risky trade, I hit it, boom, I'm back even. I might have even, because I kept trading, I might have even made some money that day, right? Let's just call it like even or up 200. You see what I'm saying? Boom, some days go past. The stock, PIK, kids pick, boom, I'll never forget. That starts making a move. Now, mind you, I'm up this day. I'm probably up like 500, 600. This is a couple days later, weeks later, whatever. I try to kind of play the same game, right? So now I'm not down, but I'm up a little bit, but I'm chasing subpar setups because I want more money. The bottom line, I want more money, more action. I want to make more. I'm thinking I can make more. I want to, it's so crazy because when you're trading, I swear, any trader will corroborate this, right? Yo, you'll start thinking about the car you want to buy your girl or your mom or the mansion you're trying to cop. Like, I swear. And it's so strange because if you're not used to those type of emotions, you won't even know what's going on. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the market's fault per se. Is there certain mechanisms that I'm sure are, what can I say? They assist in the BS that goes on in your head to benefit the market, maybe colors, the mechanics of the platform, whatever. But what I'm saying is when it's just you in the market, right? And when you're literally trading or you in your room, whoever you're trading with, right? What you start to do is you can justify bad trades or you can justify subpar setups because what you'll do is you'll say, oh, this Benz, if I put 20 cash on this and it gets crazy, like that's 40,000. I could go, if I put 10,000 on this and it goes up, just 40, that's 4,000. So it's very easy to justify that, especially when you've gotten away with it. You know what I mean? Boom. I try to hit kids pick, PIK. It might still be on the market. When I tell you that stock tanked all day long, and I was emotionally took. You know what I mean? They kidnapped me. And that's Mark Douglas talks about it in his book, Trading in the Zone. I'll try to drop it. Great book. You know what I mean? Great book. I've read it probably twice. I'm gonna read it again, because I skimmed it a few times, but I'm gonna really read it again, front to back. But basically what he talks about is, a lot of emotional things, a lot, just things like that, the psychology behind trading. And one thing he talks about in there is being emotionally hijacked, right? And that's basically what I just described. But when I tell you it's so real, I like anybody can tell you that really traded with big money. I don't mean paper trading. I don't mean $1,000. I mean real money. Your brain takes you somewhere else. It's the craziest ever. The craziest. You see what I'm saying? Because like I said, you'll be in a trade up 10,000, down 10,000, whatever it is. But in your mind, you're at the car dealership. In your mind, you're at the realtor's office. Like, oh, if this works. Because like in reality, if it does work, this risky trade, you really might have enough money for a Benz. But at the same time, it's probably not going to work. You see what I'm saying? So now you're in it like holding and hoping like, oh, come on. And if you're really bad, like emotionally or just bad, or you have too much in your account, you can't handle, whatever the case may be, right? If like a little more inexperienced. What a lot of people do, me, myself, I'm included, you know what I mean? I'm no better. In the beginning, what you'll do is you'll be like, all right, I bought it at $1. It dropped a little bit. Now my entry can be 90 if I add. Let's say it's at like 80 cents. You bought it at $1 for 10K per se, right? Now it's at 80 cents. You put another 10K, your average is actually 90 cents. You see what I'm saying? So, they call it averaging up, averaging down. The problem with that is, boom, so you bought it. Now your average is 90. But remember, the stock is still at 80. So instead of being down, 20%, you'd be down 10%, but with more money. So that same 10,000, you were down 20%, 2,000. Now you're in with 20K and you're down 10%. You're still down 2,000. But the problem is that one time when it goes back to $1, you're going to actually make out. You're going to make more money. You know what I mean? You're not going to lose and you're going to make more money. The problem then goes, though, in my opinion, like the real problem is the time it doesn't work. Not even my opinion. This is a solid fact. Any trading book's going to tell you this. Any course should tell you this. You will get destroyed playing that game. You see what I'm saying? Especially at penny stocks. I'm one of them. I've done it. I've traded thousands of stocks. You know what I mean? I'm not 30 years in the game. You know what I mean? But